First of all, I want to welcome everybody for being us today. For us, it's the beginning of a long journey, and as you know, we were just having the club after January last year, and this year gonna be a year which we could just put our presence more in this club, and happy to make the transfers we were thinking of. I want to say, first of all, we were just dreaming a good season with the finest players, and very happy to say that we achieved our goal by transferring for us number one pick players, I would say, and very happy to be with them at the moment in front of you. Transfer in football, I can say that is the hardest part if you are owning or directing a club, because you need to bring some players. Even if you have the budget, you have the power, it doesn't mean that the players will come to you, because to bring the players you need to put something for them so that they can divert their life towards you. And in championship, it can never be the money that they would come, because of the the limits. Every club has a limit, and you will never just surprise a player with giving him too much money. So yes, we have enough power to transfer everybody, but now championship has the limits, and I'm very positive about the latest news that it's gonna be a different story after next year, hopefully, that these parachute payments coming from the Premier League teams was, I think, not fair, and I'm very grateful that the people involved in this are now thinking about different things. At the end of the day, we want to make a very big team, of course, that these supporters deserve, but you are under limits, and what could we do? We could only do a good future plan with the players that will believe in you, and so that they can come to this beautiful city. So when you look from that view, you will understand more that our new transfers, most of them has in their career has a touch with us in the past. And of course, this was one of the biggest effects that we could bring, for me, that quality players to that team. Actually, when we were talking with the players, for example, I'm so happy that they saw the desire in my eyes. I can say that 90% of them, I had a personal meetings trying to explain how beautiful city is whole, how beautiful supporters this city has, and how much I'm concentrated on going upper stages and upper positions in the league table. Of course, as I told you before, I cannot say that we're going to go to Premier League immediately, but I can say that we're going to be a team with our coach. We're going to be a very, very good team with our coach, and every day will be better than the other. to just starting from Baxter, I would say that we were very happy with him last year. His character, his passion, his quality of his position, and I talked to him last year very little in a lunch, and in this lunch he just made a joke to me about the next year. I said, and he said, maybe we will be together, hopefully, and it made me understand that he loves this club and he wants to be with us. And I just said to Tan, this guy has the energy in his eyes, and please do whatever you can. He's a pure British. Are you pure British?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, sometimes I can make mistakes. The pure British, full of energy of success. So I said, Tan, let's do it, and please let's go on this road with him. And he said, okay, I will do it. And it was very easy for us, thank God. A high quality player from a club like Chelsea. About Allahyar, I can say that he was offered a big amount of money from another club before us. And they wanted to pay Fenerbahçe this amount too. Only because he wanted to play in Hull City, he refused this offer. Also, Fenerbahçe refused this offer. And again, I thank to Fenerbahçe that they allowed us to bring him to this club. And we are together with him, a boy of full energy. And I'm happy to see him all the time on the pitch. I believe in him. Very young and very, I think, optimistic future he has, and I'm very happy to be with him. It's not, as I say to you, it's not easy for us to bring high quality players, of course, because as I say to you, there are so many problems can happen, but again, this quality player for me, being with us, and our coach is very about him, is very positive, and we are very happy. Actually, bring a defender from Nottingham Forest and played so many games. Again, your short, Toby. Huh? Toby. They call it Toby. Not the surname, Toby.
Huh?
Toby. So for us, Toby is one of the main targets of our last year. So our coach and technical team was wanting him so much. He's the only one I couldn't talk before the transfer. But of course, I didn't need to talk because I think he already knows Hull City, and very happy that our team could have good contact with him and expressed the team to him. So I'm very happy that he's with us. About Mika, I can only say that he was my dream last year, and God lets me reaching all my dreams, and again this dream was coming true. For me, his personality is so unique, so good character. His football quality for me is Barcelona level. His being with us is because he listened to his heart, I'm sure, because sometimes in life you listen to your heart, and I can say that this table now in front of you is not the mechanical side of football. This is completely the interior feeling side of football, and they all believed in us, and I'm very happy that Mika also believes in us and he's with us, and we will have many success together with him, I'm sure. every time I watch him, I'm proud of myself that convincing that quality player to come to that quality team. About Ozan, I can talk so long because I know him so long. He's I've been watching him almost 8 years, 10 years, and he has so big success with our national team. I'm so happy to see him in my team. It's just sometimes, there is occasions that lets you do the things which you cannot even imagine. So think like a player in one of the biggest team of giants of Turkey, Fenerbahce, and now he's with us. These conditions happen sometimes, and I didn't wait 1 minute to miss him. So he's with us, and I'm very happy, of course. Oscar is my brother. He's again our target, but it took us a little long because he had so many offers from so many clubs. A very successful season in Portugal. Again, I made a conversation with him on the phone where I was live on television. And in the commercial break, it was the final of my show in Turkey.
It was quite long commercial break.
Yes, in Turkey, it was 12 minutes I had, 1 minute to go to the stage. So I had 9 minutes and a half to convince Oscar. And in that commercial break, we had a very fast conversation with him. Of course, my team, starting from Tan, of course, was involved for so many days, but I think it was the last touch. I'm sure that he had maybe 20 offers, because 5 of them I know from some friends around us, and he chose to play in our team. I'm very happy to see him. And about Doğukan, Benjamin, sorry, it's one line, I cannot see. Benjamin, again, a player who showed his quality in Turkey, Turkish league, and imagine a player that his team refused millions of pounds offer before, and his level is again so high that again God's gift to us. I always say that we just could catch him in Turkish league, and when he was free, so that we could transfer him. Again, in our conversation, in 10 minutes, we were so close to each other, and I'm very happy to hear from him that this conversation meant so much for him, and he just wanted to play in our team, and he has the very big quality. You will see that he's gonna give for this league. We are very happy to see him in our team. And about Doğukan, I can say that he's Turkish international and played so good in the last games. In Turkey, he was so much in the headlines only 1 month ago because of his success. He scored 2 goals, 2 assists. Maybe I'm wrong. 2 gol, 2 asist miydi?
2 gol, 1 asist abi.
2 goals, 1 assist, but some good movements in the national team. Again, thanks to Stefan Kuntz, our national team coach. He made him play, and he showed his skills. He's only 23 now, and he has so much to give for our club. And again, I'm so happy to be in front of you with such a strong players, and of course, to live to last. We have our coach, Shota, who we just believe so much. We know his intelligence, and we know he's so good with the players all his career, and we are seeing it at the moment in Hull too, Hull City too. So for me, it's another big advantage for us because there are so many players coming from all around the world at the moment, and Shota, for me, again, is the best option to just combine them together and make them speak the same language, football language, so that we can go success with our coach. As a last, I would say, at the moment, only thing we need is time. We have a problem of transferring timing because some of our players just came from the national teams. And because they came from the national teams, they had extra holidays. And this made them meet with us later than expected. So now our only problem is, of course, the team is at the moment not ready as a physically, but of course this doesn't mean that we are pessimistic. Of course, we believe in them. Sometimes you are not ready, but you can overcome it with your quality. So we are sure that they will show their quality on the pitch. But again, as a last, I would say to all our fans, we are now on a long journey together, and I'm sure that this team, as I said in the beginning of my owning times of Hull City, this team will be a team that our fans will be proud of, and this team will be a team that will show everybody that Hull City is an exceptional team with best talented players. Thank you very much to all of you, and I will just leave to my coach about what he thinks so that we can learn from him too.
Good afternoon again. I think I just can be short and agree to all the words the chairman said. We've been quite may take a long of some players to bring, but we've been thinking how much they can bring, how much they can commit to this club and to the future as well. So we should not forget that the dressing room which keep last year this team going was amazing to see, and I have to really give all of them the credit for that, and the character and the passion and the energy they create. And I believe the boys, some of them been last year, Ali was with us, Max was with us, so they see this and they can easily transfer this to the new boys and tell what is the main point, what is the soul of this team, and I hope that it's gonna be very quick to understand where we are, why it's so much good, and what is the motivates us every day. And then also every home game, every away game. I believe Oscar would not let me here talk something else, that after the last pre-season game, when he came out and supporters generally everywhere could just move to the player when he was being applauded, which is again extra shows the special place for this club and the supporters. So I think as soon as we realize this and how much we can do things together, this club and this team will show much more. We already see that, so I want them to believe this very quick and soon, and then the games makes a crazy and fantastic atmosphere everywhere, not only at the home games, and home games will be even more special for us, and that's great to see. And yes, of course, there's someone been late, someone been maybe not as ready as we want, but it's a very long way to go. There's a lot of games to come, and we know where we're committed, and if we stay together, if we do what we can, definitely believe that we're gonna have a success we expect.
Okay, we
BBC
can get
North,
any
you
questions
want
if you like. Yeah.
Ask first.
Nice to see you again.
Yeah.
How are you feeling at the moment? What are your emotions going into your first full season as owner of this club after all the work that's gone on this summer? What emotions are stirring inside of you?
Actually, I'm very tired. Yeah, but not tired of this business. I'm tired. This is like tired of happiness, you know, because when you achieve something, you feel tired and you say that, oh, I'm tired, but I did it. Now, this is the first part of the trip to make the squad a good squad. So I can say that I'm very tired with pleasure that we just brought these good players together. So I'm in a mood now, of course, with the big excitement, starting to watch this season. But I said to my players in the morning too, it's a long trip, you know. Everybody knows Nottingham Forest last year. You can start very good and it can end bad, or like Nottingham Forest, you can start slow, then you go fast. If you ask me, I prefer going slow to the top. So this is my life story, and I want this team to go like this too, step by step to victory.
How long might it take then to get to the Premier League?
Yeah, Premier League duration I mean, the timing is not possible to talk for any club, I think, in the Championship. Again, I have to underline something. There are some teams coming from Premier League. Of course, when you compare the budgets, there's a huge difference now. So think like we are in a competition. If you just imagine like 5-6 clubs are coming very recently from the Premier League. So it's going to be a very tough competition. So I can say to my fans that we're going to just be a very better team, of course, I'm very sure. But how better, we don't know it. But again, I want to say something about the last year. I always said, and it was from my heart, the players we played last year, they were so good players that with our coach, when I bought the club, it was 4 points from the relegation, and we finished, I think, maybe 16, 17 points above the relegation. So they showed their quality with their young energy. So I always mention that this team, of course, is the team I'm dreaming of, but I will never forget their efforts last year. Also, we lost some very good players too, you know, like Honeyman and Luis, also Richard. So I can say that I'm not forgetting their effort too.
What are you expecting the days ahead to be like then?
I think our 5-6 games will be tough for us. I mean, in anywhere when you bring players together, they need time. But championship, I think, is a disadvantage that you play too much games, yes. But on the other hand, is an advantage that so many games, everybody, I think, will get used to each other sooner. Of course, my coach knows better, but from my experience of football, I see that this kind of teams needs to get used to each other. As I say to you, there are some players just 1 week training with us. I mean, Benjamin just trained 1 week, and Oscar, let's say, 2 weeks. Ozan, 3 weeks. It's like this at the moment. So we are very beginning of the season now, and as I told you, I think we are not ready at the moment. But it doesn't mean anything for me. What happens if you lose 2 games, 3 games? It's not the problem. It's the long, big picture and long story.
And how patient are you?
I'm living for only success. My life is full of me just pushing. So I have crazy energy to go to success. So I will be patient about all my players, of course my coach too, because I believe in them. When you believe, but you really believe, you have to be patient. So I believe, and I will be, of course, patient. I mean, time so many times I experienced so many teams starting, not only here, of course. First of all, unfortunately, this team was in top 6 in the half year and was relegated. I mean, this team lived something bad like this. So I don't want to say just something very solid, because there is nothing solid in football. So, of course, I believe, and I'm going to push.
To many people, Shota, it feels very unpredictable at the moment, given the number of signings that you've made. How does it feel to you?
I think that's normal. This is nothing unusual, because first of all, they all want to see how, and it's someone who is really knows this business and this game. They all understand that it's not like in a second or two. So we all need just to understand what we up to, what they can do, because they have to deal together. They have to play the ball to each other, and even sometimes go without ball to do. So I think that's what we said. Like the weeks will come when we will be in a good level, and the weeks will come when we will have problems. But that's what I said. It's believe, and you know, I always mentioned that last year, which was the first our thoughts, and in the dressing room, and the will, the passion, and the supporters as well, how much they can give on this, because it's not only about the 190 minutes game. So it's about a long process, which all of them need. So and. I think that's will make us to speak, like we mentioned, like the same language, which means this is one team who goes out, wins or lose, and so one part of all of us who gonna do is collective knowledge, which we need to use, and that's gonna be every week, good, bad, or average week, which we're gonna pass it all together.
Is it reasonable to expect this squad to be challenging for promotion this season?
Look, I believe as soon as the quality we have, that shows a lot. I believe we have 2 players now who already last year could follow and be in the Premier League. So one of them straight get the champion, second one just promote with the playoffs. So they've been there. One is from Chelsea, who is generally champion. The other one is from Fenerbahce, he's already the champion. So it's like, and I can go, someone is too young, but he's already in his mind the winner, and et cetera, et cetera. So that's what I said. We have to combine this all and go. So I would not say like, I think after 10, 12 games, we can see how quick we adapt. And then it's easier to say. But only thing we have to say, it's all, without hard work, without the teamwork, whatever, we will never succeed. So this is main point for us to let them understand exactly. So it's still like a house, it's still like a car, it's still like a bank account, it's even telephone numbers, UK numbers. Someone has his own, the family to bring, and this all will cost us time. But this is part of it. So this is a human, which we understand where they are, what they want, and what we want from them. And I believe with the service we give, definitely looks green lights.
Any more signings coming soon?
We are hoping so. I think we're going to have some more signings. I mean, we are just almost 11 now. Why not to make it 11? So that my coach has completely new 11.
How close are you to your next one?
Yeah, but this week is very important. I think we have some contacts with some players, and I'm optimistic that we will have 1-2 signings in the following week, which again, I would say that I like them very much. Again, they were my first choices. And I'm very happy to say that we achieved. This is something I should mention again. I mean, these boys, they know already that they were our first choice, because when we met them, we just said them. And again, I believe in destiny. Something good is happening, that we are getting the players again
We
want to have. So good feeling.
Can you give the fans any names and as to who you're trying to sign?
No, I mean in this signing time.
Initials.
Yes. No,
Go
about-
guess.
In Turkish television, I said, I'm just gonna sign a player, young and fast, and they immediately said it is Doğukan. So even if in football you give some clues, people are so intelligent, the fans are so intelligent, they will understand it immediately. But I can say that again, high quality and one young talent. I think maybe we
Quick
will
and
get.
fast, they can tell you to sign Kino again.
No, I wish him the best. He's the very high quality player, but of course, don't forget, Hull City just put Kino on the stage. Is this club, so why not to put new? Because before Kino, Bowen was again a player which from this club also. Don't forget Maguire. Harry Maguire is also from. So this club has the potential to bring so many good talents. I'm sure that some of them will be from maybe our academy. Some of them we will catch them when they are very young. So we are focused on that too.
How did you feel about losing Keane?
Losing Keane for me actually is a disappointment, because I was dreaming Keane to stay. So from my side, I said even if they bring 30 million, I will not accept it. But I forgot something. I thought Keane would be happy to stay, but he wanted to go. So we just offered him a good deal, a very good deal, just in the level of Premier League. So not him to just go to Premier League, play one more year with us. Of course, there is a possibility that maybe we cannot go for the promotion. So I told him, you can go after it, but you are from that town, that city. This is your city. And you, of course, I mean, I just came new. You are like the owner of the city. So give us one more year, I said. Keane was very kind, very nice boy. I like his character, shy boy, just talking in a way that he didn't make his mind up, something like that. But then came his agent, and when I saw the agent's attitude, this agent was not a kind of person I would like to talk. I don't like to talk people when they are this kind. So in very short meeting, he just pronounced underestimating our club, disrespectful words. Then I said, this meeting is finished, okay, just I don't want to talk. After that, of course, we saw that the boy wants to leave. Of course, if a boy wants to leave, I always say, I'm gonna go in this road with the players who believe in this project and has the passion. I respect that he wants to go to Premier League, and this is not something I'm accusing him. So after that, we decided to let him go.
Will Jacob Greaves be signing a new contract here?
Yeah, I mean, we love Jacob, and we want him to stay with us. I think that he's in the same line, and I think we'll be together with him.
He's a second captain. as
Longer.
well.
Also, yeah, very happy that our coach decided him to be the second captain, and I think that we're gonna be long term with him, and he's gonna enjoy playing in that team.
Do you feel you're close to agreeing a deal there?
I think so. Tan is just on this business as usual, and usually when he's positive, everything is positive. So he said to me positive about him. We believe in him. But again, I always say, I will in my own company too. And we are the biggest company in the world as a production company. And I never said anybody stay if he wants to leave. If somebody don't want to be with us or with me, I will never say that, oh, stay. No, because I believe in freedom, and I will never use my power against a player life, because this is his life. For me, he's a valuable player, but this is his life, and I don't want to just push stress on his life. For me, I want everybody to be happy.
A final question from me. What does it feel like to have the whole city behind you with the membership take-up that you've got?
Yeah, this is something important. Joe, can you send me the numbers? Yeah, just very happy, a good question, because I just had a little meeting, and I'm very happy about the results at the moment, because first of all, the fans has to believe in us in this journey, and the numbers show that our fans believe in us. I would say that we are now 12,260 in the membership. So that means that 3,700 more at the moment. We are more than the last season. I think it will go maybe 5,000, 6,000 around, which is for us a very satisfying number. So we can say that 43.3 percentage increase in the membership. And by the way, 95 percentage in the kids, young audience, young supporters we have increase, and already 16,000 for the Saturday, almost 16,000 for the tomorrow's game, and it's gonna be maybe 17,000 tomorrow, and following days, you know, August is always tough time for the supporters to come, most of them in vacation. So I would say that the numbers are very satisfying. The supporters believing in us, numbers getting bigger and bigger. But of course, again, I have to mention, we want more and more support, because as I told you, there's the limits of this club. And in order to have the limits higher, we need to have more supporters. These supporters, even if you have the money, you cannot spend because of these limits. These limits can only be wider only if you get the source and you make your limits higher. And this is main part is the supporters. I really appreciate the increase, but we want more. Also in the merchandising, after 1 month, you will see so many beautiful products of Hull City in our stores, that even if you are not a Hull City fan, you will just buy and wear it, because our colors, as I always say you, if you ask me which color would you pick if you own a club, if you just show me amber, I would say that that's my color. And this color, whenever I wear something in Turkey, everybody's shocking, give me one, give me one. Thank to God that we don't have at the moment a store in Turkey, but very happy to announce that big groups are now interested in buying Hull City products, because all Turkey now, many people asking for Hull City shirts and just jerseys and everything. So just I think we're gonna launch a big number in Turkey too, and achieve it, because there are, I think, maybe millions following Hull City, and we have now, we were a city before, club city, now we are a club of city and the country. So I think this will affect us, and we will have more advantage in the financial part too.
Thank you for your time. Good luck for the new season.
Thank you.
Mike White, BBC Homicide.
Gentlemen, thank you for all your time. Acun, I think Matt's asked a lot of what I would have asked, so I'm not ignoring you. I'll go more with Shota if that's okay. Shota, Matt asked Acun how he was feeling. It's your first full season as Hull City head coach. What are your emotions right now?
I would not try to repeat my words again, like last week we spoke probably every time. I just want to like look to the boys who we just left on the training ground, also the half of it they're there, and then just see every day them like exciting to this, and gives me the good feeling, and the quality on the training sessions, and the way we want to start and end, and gives me a good feeling also, and I just want to give them like again all my energy, all my knowledge, to combine them and the old ones who knows how it's been done here and what they have to combine together. These boys and the boys who've been like years here, grow up here. That's what we mentioned about Kino or about Coily or about Greavesy, why they have to lead, why they have to. There's home ground kids who tells them and then how to succeed. So that gives me a good energy, and everything that the chairman and that he comes, he gives, he tells, and he does. What else we can do? And I think the feedback which we will get every single game, home especially, and away games as well, give us incredible energy. So they will hope that they see this straight from tomorrow and then later as well, and that's we grow all together. And this is I hope the difference between the half season last year and then this season.
From what you've seen in pre-season and with the injury list you have at the moment, and Acun's kind of said you're not ready, how ready do you feel you are for this?
We just see yesterday also we could find every single game anyone we play Fenerbahce, so we knew they've been a week away from the Champions League qualification, and it was like just 8 days or 9 days for us with all traveling and this and that, and we've been just like I don't know, far of it, but we done what we done. And then was the next game again in Spain when we had a quite tough so you always will find the excuse saying like I traveled, it was too much hot, it was too heavy legs and blah blah blah. Then you're gonna have a Leicester game, but that's again like it. This has all been done to play this league, to play this first game and another 47, so it's a cup games as well. So that's we want, which show us everything very clear where we are, how far we are. And I believe that physically some of them not, some of them yes, but then it's all together. It's not like a one just apart. So we have to combine this all together and go.
You want to win every game, but how much importance do you put from your playing days and now as a head coach on winning that first game when there's so much expectation? How much expectation do you have to start?
Look,
as you mean
I win the first my game here and then I lost 6 in a row, so it doesn't make I think I'll answer your question by the way, but again, nobody wants to lose, because then you're really looking for the energy, and when you win, whatever it happens, and it's a football, so everyone wins in the last minute. It's the only sport generally that you can really win the last minute, and this is what it is, and it will help us, all of us. So and everyone who believes on us, that to go and keep positive, and we all realistic. We know what we can, and we know what we can ask from these boys, and no one will hear these boys that we say something that they never heard. Maybe different words, yes, different kind of standing by the, because we still last week we say our words in the football, they use in English different, they use in French a little bit, in Portuguese different, maybe in Turkey. So we've been looking for the words which tells sometimes like how it's been said before, to find out for all of them it's the same. Just to go out, for example, out of 16, or to sit down, or to go wide. So which exactly the language we're gonna use to understand and make it clear for everyone. So I hope it's gonna be soon again, and then we go. So keep boys busy, because I feel like they a little bit down after the training session. They have to go like home now and have a good rest. I hope you guys ask them how good they feel, and we will always find time to talk to you guys. Yeah.
Stop. a couple of questions for a couple of the players as well. Let me
Please.
just ask you, just on the injuries, any fresh injuries since we spoke on Tuesday?
No, no, thanks to God.
Sneak obviously on crutches again. We spoke on Tuesday. You were looking to get that checked. What's the update there?
It's a small tear, so which it will cost him 3 to 4 weeks. But yeah,
Small tear in the
small tear on his calf, so we're gonna treat him. It's good time for him to get better English than everything is done because to get them better. So if his calf will get better every day, and his English also will get any better. So he must be involved with everything. And he's there. He's every day there. He knows how to do. This is all what we've been through to all our career.
Which of the new signings will the fans see tomorrow?
They will see them all.
Playing
Being
on
at the
field
training
and
session,
teaching.
no one of them will stay at home. They all will come to dressing room, and they all will see this atmosphere that the supporters will give us the great welcome for the whole season, and then we will see it. Don't ask me questions. That you put me already best 11. Yes, fans will see definitely. I will not put 12. I'm not allowed. I will not put 10. So I will put 11 players. So it's going to be 11.
You know I'll always ask Shota. You know.
Yes, I know.
You've named Louis Cole captain. Why him?
Very clear. He knows very easy. He knows how to welcome boys. He knows to show. He has a character. He's a club captain. In no matter we play or we don't play, he's one of always who wants to show that he wants to play. He's committed to this club, and that's it. It's not important the armband. It's just important what they give to his own city, to his own club, to his own kids, and their parents. So I think he deserves it, and he is.
What was his reaction when you told him? As a hometown boy in particular.
I think he appreciates, and he knows why, and this is maybe not surprise him, which is generally good. So that means he knows how to commit to have this position.
And Jacob as vice captain.
Yes.
What was the thought there?
This is something again like to let him understand how we think, how he must to think, wherever he lives or not, and I hope not, but how important is it? So they are the let's say they own this team, they own this club, they grow here, so we cannot take away. So they have to see this daily, take this responsibility, whatever age you are.
Was part of the decision with Jacob a considered one to make him feel more, that let him know that you want to keep him at this club?
I would say it would be like a game form if you would give him like how you say that the fake chocolate. No, it's not. Yeah, then it could be like with the milk or without sugar chocolate. No, it does really. The boy who played 46 games, one to last. He, again, like the local who knows what it's all about, and we just want to see someone leads, and we have a leader, so all of them can be, and I believe Mika and Ozan, they already been and by the huge clubs like the captain, but doesn't mean they cannot. First word I told them last time we spoke, go lead. So it's no, I never been actually my national team captain, but everyone is a leader there, and everybody shows his character. So that's the way it is.
Best of luck to you guys. A couple of questions for a couple of the players. Benjamin, I'll start with you. How does it feel to be here at Hull City, to get an opportunity in English football?
Thank you for your question. I feel very happy to be here, and I'm really happy to be here because I feel like it's a big opportunity for me to showcase my talent and what I'm made of. And I thank the president for giving me the opportunity to be here, and the coach also. So yeah, I mean, I'm very happy to be here.
You're one of the latecomers in terms of the new signings. Where are you at fitness-wise at the moment?
I think I'm getting better because the coach and the fitness coach, they are always like on me after training. We try to get better every day. So
Keep him
yeah,
busy.
I'm getting better every day.
Keep him busy.
Yeah, they are.
How long do you feel it will take you to get up to full speed?
I can't really tell. Can be tomorrow next. So yeah, each day is getting better. So I hope I get fit very soon.
What is your expectation of the championship?
I mean, I think it's it's my first competition to play here, so I've heard a lot about it, and then I speak with the coach a lot also, and they tell me about how many games we play often. So I think it's going to be quite tough, but I think I'm ready for this challenge.
When he told you how many games you'd be playing, what was your reaction?
I was like, oh my god, yeah.
But playing games is what it's all about, and with, particularly for yourself with a target later this year, how important are these next few months with the World Cup and Ghana in mind?
Yeah, I think it's something that's very important for me because in the World Cup, no player is guaranteed to go. So the more you show here, the more I show here, I think the more I get chance to go to the World Cup. So yeah, I think it's very important for me to show very soon. So yeah, I think it's very important for me.
What would that opportunity mean to you if you were selected?
I think it's every player's dream to play at the World Cup. So it will be one of the biggest dreams that I'll ever be able to achieve. Yeah.
Well, best of luck with it. We look forward
Thank
to
you.
following the progress.
Thank you very much.
A couple for Ali, if I could ask you. How does it feel to be a permanent Hull City player now, having had a taste of it last season?
First of all, I want to say afternoon, everyone. So last 6 months, in the last year, I've been here as a loan player. So now I'm here as a Hull City player. I signed my permanently. I want to big thanks to everyone to help we do that project. So I'm really happy to be here for this season. Last season I've been here from the second of season, but I'm really happy this season I will start from the beginning of season, and I hope I help my team in any way teams need.
What did you learn about this league in that brief spell?
Last year was really good experience for me. I found a lot of things here, good experience, how they play in English football. Really here, I feel a quick tempo, high tempo in football, and strong league. So I would like it to be here.
And Acun spoke about another offer for you from another club being refused by Fenerbahce. But for you, was it as much your decision as much as it was Fenerbahce's, and if so, why?
So yeah, first of all I want to big thanks to him for that project to help me. Yeah, before I came here, he spoke about the project. He tell me about anything, and I like that project. I believe to him, and I come here to sign with Hull City.
Just a final one. We spoke about the World Cup.
Yeah.
Obviously, a lot of interest when the draw was made to see England in Iran's group. How did you feel, and how the English players reacted?
So I think the World Cup one of the biggest stage in football. So I think every football player like to be here to play in the World Cup, and especially with big teams. So England for sure one of the big teams in the World Cup. It's good always play in against the big teams. It's good. It will be good experience for us, and I'm happy to be there if I select for the World Cup.
He promised to score.
Yeah.
Hopefully not against England. Ali, thank you for that. Nathan, good to be back.
Yeah. Nothing.
You can answer if you like. No, of course, very happy to be back. I think it's a sign of how happy I was that I've come back, because a lot of the players that were here in the dressing room last year, they were obviously already under contract. So I think it was a big thing for the club, and obviously for them to attract other loan players, whether that be from Chelsea or from other clubs, they can say, well, Nathan Batts has come back, so he obviously thinks it's a good environment. You know, as the gaffer touched upon, it wasn't an easy thing for me last year, because I played in his first game, we won, then broke my hand, and we lost the next 6, and I was on the bench, so it wasn't really that easy. But the fact that despite that, and despite like some of the conversations that we had, I wanted to come back because I believe in the manager, I believe in the owner, what they're trying to build here. And I think every player here wants to play in the Premiership, and the fact that this club is now aiming to get there was obviously a massive factor in why I wanted to come back.
Were you confident it would always happen? When we spoke to Acun a few months ago before it did, there was the uncertainty in Chelsea and everything else. Were you always confident it would happen?
Well, I think I've spoken to the press a number of times about how much I wanted to come back. The fact that the supporters sang "We want you to stay" every time we walked onto the pitch was obviously a massive factor. The owner, the manager had a conversation with Chelsea and explained their plan for me. And that really sold it for me. And I'd obviously like to thank Carlo at Chelsea for helping it go through with obviously everything that was going on there. And I think the fact that the manager, the goalkeeper coach, the owner was so keen to get me back. Obviously, as a player, you want to go somewhere you're happy as well. You know, I've been on 7-8 loans now, played in every division in this country except for the Premiership in Scotland, and I wanted to come back to a place that was home, and everyone in this city has made me feel at home.
So good to see you, Nathan. Thank you. Thank you.
Barry Cooper, full delegate.
Nathan, obviously we can see your fingers strapped there. What is the latest with your injury, and how long do you think you're going to be out for, or when can we expect you back?
Well, I dislocated my finger, so I think I've got about a few weeks left.
Okay. Shota, and any other concerns about fitness? We've touched on it with Mike. How long do you think it's going to take for some of the players to get up to speed and get up to championship level?
That's what I said. Like, we will see this in the first games, how far we are, and we see the others also. So sometimes because you don't compete with the same level league teams, and then you cannot see much. So now it's going to be we see almost every game in one day. So today it's already started. So we're going to see today, going to see tomorrow. So we're going to see them as well. So then it's easier to compare.
Bristol City tomorrow, of course. The game that Ashton gave will still be in the memory. It was only the final away game of the season. Is there an element of revenge in your mind, wanting to kind of try and put that wrong right, if you like, tomorrow?
That's a little bit a similar team as it been last year. So not much changes, but they still like touched it some the weak points they had. So the main point that they scored, there was the highest, like the numbers of scoring, and highest actually numbers of receiving goals. It was, but still like a very very good quality, good organized team, I think. Again, like we just speak when we also see them playing there, like the friendly games with different opponents, and then probably changing the teams in every 45 minutes, 60 minutes. So you don't see much how far they are or how far we are. So that's the way we're expecting to see the real competition starts is tomorrow.
When you look at the squad that finished last season compared to the squad that's going to start tomorrow at 3 o'clock, how happy are you with the players you've got in, the players that have gone, generally?
If you have look to my papers, that's better, of course, because we have more boys involved. But in real, it's again like I have to see how good we are on the game.
Oscar, Benjamin, this is kind of a question for you two, really. There's new strikers coming into the club. You'll be aware of the lack of goals last season. There's an element of pressure on you two to come in and try and score the goals that will get the team towards the top of the championship, isn't there?
In Spanish for me is better. Para mí es importante estar aquí. Muy feliz de estar aquí por esta oportunidad.
Feliz, importante, so we all know this.
Yes, it's the most important for me.
Guys, you know Spanish, come on.
Here in Hull City, the most important is working every day. The pressure is la presión creo que viene en el entrenamiento y con el equipo que estamos creando. Vamos a hacer una gran temporada. Claramente nosotros fuimos contratados para hacer goles, pero lo más importante que nosotros vamos a hacer es entrenar día a día fuerte y en el partido dar lo mejor para que los goles aparezcan.
Benjamin?
I don't feel pressured at all because I believe football is a team game. So even if you're a striker, I mean, strikers are expected to score goals, but if Ozan is in a better position to score, I mean, it's good for the team. So for me, I don't believe that I'm like under pressure to score goals or something. My objective more is just to, help the team so we can go up together.
Thank you. Mika, you obviously went up with Fulham last season. Are there any similarities that you've seen within the dressing room here that correlate with what happened at Fulham? Obviously, you played under Marco Silva, very successful last season. This is turning around a team that were 19th. Are the positives? Do you think you've seen examples in the dressing room?
Afternoon. Yeah, this a different dressing room, to be fair. In Fulham was a dressing room where there is an experienced player and they want to win. Here, as the owner said, is to build something and then start this year. In football now, the youngest player age doesn't count really. So it depends of your mentality, depend of where you want to go. Then we have a lot of quality boys in this squad, and they are very listening to the manager, and hopefully we will get successful. I'm sure. Yeah.
Bro, Acun, we saw Jim Rodwell leaving the week. Is there plans for a new chief executive to come in to replace him?
Actually, we need a little time. He's very valuable for us. He's our friend, almost a brother. But of course, in the life, you see many things going on, and everything is not like you expect, or it doesn't happen like you want. So I wish him the best for the future. Now it's time for us to just start a new type of operation, let's say. So we need some time for it with Tan, so we can have meetings and we will go on. Again, I really thank him about all his efforts, and very probably I'm going to see him tonight. So his heart is with us and he's one of us.
You've had 6 months at the football club now. How have you found that 6 months, and has it been within your expectations? Is it above? Is it below? Where do you see it?
I will never be tired to say that the people of this city made me go to a different level as a psychology, because I would never expect that kind of warm welcoming and this kind of support behind me. So feeling that support, feeling that people's believing in me, it gives me more responsibility and makes me more and more happy. So I'm much happier than I was expecting. Also, I feel much responsibility because now I want to make them happy. So in order to make them happy, you can be sure that I'm spending 5, 6, 7 hours sometimes on the phone just to overcome so many problems, because we are building a new team now. Of course, when the season starts and after September, it's going to be for me less problem. But these fans, these people, including these press people, I want to just mention that the press, even this press in this city, is just very objective, and the way you handle everything is, I think, you are from one of us too. You are living in this city too, so you want this team to be better too, I think. And until now, I felt it 100%. So again, I have to say that the press is also one part of our family. I'm talking about local press, and I hope this united combination of so many good people will give us the success.
Has it been harder than you thought it would be?
Yes, much harder. I mean, there are too many details, of course, but don't forget, my job if I explain you my job, it will take maybe half an hour. But
We
to
don't want that.
yeah, to summarize in 20 seconds, I have office in Dominican Republic and I live in Turkey. So that means that my job is enough complicated. 14 countries, 15 countries productions, individual productions, 5 times prime time, 100 episodes every year, and plus a TV channel in Turkey. And I can say that this was much more than I was expecting, but I like troubles, so I'm here to overcome it.